Hello, hello! Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brittany, and if you are returning, thanks for coming back. This is my YouTube channel where I like to talk about horror movies, everything that we like and don't like about them. So today, I wanted to share some movies that I feel like are perfect for the winter time in general and like Christmas as well. Horror movies though, of course. I came up with a short little list of a bunch of different horror movies that I personally really like. The first one that I want to mention is Frozen from 2010, not to be mistaken with Disney's Frozen. So don't get stuck watching the wrong movie. This one is pretty dark. It's about a couple of friends going on a skiing trip and they get stuck in the swings that take you up on the hills, the mountains. I can't even think of what it's called, but friends get caught up there and they have to endure what's coming in the nighttime, and there's like a really horrible snowstorm. So you're just witnessing them trying to survive until somebody can come out there and help them. The next one is Let the Right One In, 2008. It is a Swedish vampire romance. I actually just finished watching this one. This one is so perfect for if you want to just get cozy in bed, especially on like a rainy day. It's very snowy and dark and really sad. It's kind of a love story, but pretty weird because it deals with children. You actually have a child vampire and she is 12 years old, but well, she looks like she's 12 years old, but she's actually like 200 years old. She meets another 12-year-old boy, and they grow very fond of each other. So that's a really beautiful movie. And there is a remake, Let Me In 2010. It's an American British remake starring Cody Smith McPhee. I remember him mostly from The Road. He was really amazing in that one. And Chloe Grace Moritz, she's also in the Carrie remake. The next one is Jack Frost, 1997. Again, don't mistake this one for the family, like children version. I did last year. Well, my hubby put on the wrong one, and we were watching it for about like 30 minutes to 45 minutes until we were like, okay, wait, like, why is no one getting killed? Yeah, we had the wrong one. But this one is a lot of fun. It's just like a comedy horror of this crazy maniac psycho criminal dude. He gets his soul trapped into a snowman, well, into snow, and he can transform and stuff. It's pretty crazy. The next one is Child's Play, one of my absolute favorite movies ever, from 1988. And this takes place, just like the whole cold vibes and everything. And I just rewatched the first 3 Child's Play movies right after finishing the TV series because I was just like on a roll with my hubby. We just both really like Chucky. The next one is Paranormal Activity 6, The Ghost Dimension, from 2015. This one I wouldn't say is like the best Paranormal Activity movie, but it does try to be a little bit different. It's just all around Christmas time, so there's like just like family time, and their child is super creepy, and there's like this special video camera being used in the movie that can actually capture ghosts on film. The next one is Paranormal Activity 7. This one is called Next of Kin. It just came out this year, 2021. This one is probably one of my favorites from the whole Paranormal Activity series. Of course, the first one and the 5th one are like my favorites, but this one really impressed me. I was kind of like iffy on it because it's not about like the same family or anything. It's like a totally different story of a girl getting into contact with her biological family. She had been adopted and she wanted to meet where the people that are her blood family, and she wanted to get to know everybody. So she goes to their farm and stays on their really creepy Amish barn. Well, but it gets so much crazier. It starts off like kind of slow, but then when it gets scary, it gets really, really scary. The next one is 30 Days of Night, another vampire movie from 2007. I think it's one of like the most perfect violent vampire movies. You know, you're not dealing with like sexy vampires. They're very scary, and they speak their own like special language. It's really unique and different. The next one is The Shining from 1980. This is perfect for the whole getting snowed in with your family and going stir crazy. But there's also a bunch of really cool like little Easter eggs throughout the whole movie, which is fun to look out for. Next one is my all-time favorite Christmas horror film, Black Christmas from 1974. This one is super dark, super scary. It's the type of movie that when I get done watching it, I'm like really creeped out for a while afterwards, and any little noise puts me on edge. Also, a remake from 2006, Black Christmas. This one has like the perfect modern cast, or like the 2000-y cast, like the really well-known girls like Mary Elizabeth Winstead and Crystal Lowe is in it as well, and they're actually both from Final Destination 3, which is really cool. Amongst other horror films between them both, they're kind of like horror girls. Next one is Dead Snow from 2009. This one is like Nazi zombies in the snow terrorizing people. I believe it's international. I only watched it one time when it like kind of first hit Netflix a long time ago, and now I need to revisit it. Next one is Wrong Turn 4, Bloody Beginnings from 2011. So with this one, I kind of want to give a disclaimer. You should prepare yourself to see a bunch of like horn dogs. It's pretty intense, especially in the beginning. There's also a lot of backstory to the inbred family. Kind of go more into the main three guys and just what they've been through. So the next two is The Thing from 1982 and the prequel from 2011. Just watch both of these as well. The Thing just always gets better and better each time you watch it. It's a masterpiece in itself. And the prequel, you know, I actually really like this prequel. I know there's a lot of complaints about it switching to CGI rather than practical effects, and I've also heard that there were practical effects being used initially and then it was scratched and they redid it all, so that must have been really expensive and also like very tedious. Next one is Black Coat's Daughter from 2015. This one's starring some of my favorite actresses like Emma Roberts, and I have a hard time pronouncing her name, so forgive me, but Kiernan Shipka. She's from the leading actress in Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Together, they're just both really good at being creepy in this one. This one deals with like a girls' boarding school on winter break. They're supposed to be picked up, but one is forgotten, and then one girl, I think she chose to stay behind, and so it also gets like really satanic, so if you're in the mood for something like that, this is perfect. And the next one is Gremlins 1984. One of my favorite movies ever. I watch this one regularly throughout the year, not just around Christmas time, because it's just really cute and cozy. Also, the mom is like a really badass, protecting her family. Next one is Misery 1990, based on Stephen King's 1987 novel. Please don't hate me for this, but I've actually never watched this one before. My family owned it on VHS. I know my mom would watch it a lot, but it never really sparked my interest as a kid. But now that I'm older, I'm really wanting to see this one. The next one is Orphan 2009. May I just add that Isabel Fuhrman's performance is like phenomenal, and I couldn't be more excited for the new one that's coming out. I believe it is a prequel. Really looking forward to that. The next one is The Thaw 2009. Oops. This is a parasitic based horror, and it kind of gives you the same feeling as The Thing. Just a bunch of like, you know, scientists out there in Antarctica and doing research and stuff, and they come across this parasite that starts just killing them off one by one. The next one is Crimson Peak 2015. Guillermo del Toro films are always so beautifully haunting. This one is probably one of my favorites. The ghosts are just wow, like terrifying, but kind of beautifully, like they just look like art. The next one is P2 2007. This one takes place on Christmas Eve, I believe, and this woman is like a workaholic trying to get home for the holiday, and she gets stuck at work. There's a really creepy dude that works security at her job that is kind of obsessed with her. So this one is more brutal than I ever expected. Really cool movie. Totally underrated. Next one is Dead in 2003. Lynn Shay and Ray Wise really make this film for me. It doesn't really change the location much in this one. You're kind of just driving around like the same road throughout the whole movie. The acting really sells it, and you kind of get to watch this family like fall apart in a car ride. The next one is Pontypool 2008. This is a Canadian zombie movie. I've only watched it once, and I know there's like this man working at his radio show host while things are just going crazy on the outside. And I think at first he's not really sure what's happening, and he's getting like weird calls in. I really need to rewatch this one. Next is Better Watch Out 2017. Just finished watching this one as well. I've been on a roll with these Christmas movies. I don't know why. I'm not really like obsessed with Christmas, but it is really nice, especially to watch these movies with their family if they're into these sort of things. I really love the actors like Olivia DeJonge and Ed Axelbold. They're also in the next movie that I want to talk about, The Visit 2015. This is a found footage film with like a huge twist. You get to see the movie from a kid's point of view, and the story's crazy. Like this, so they never met. These two children have never met their biological grandparents. They're on their mother's side because their mom doesn't talk to them anymore, and they really want to meet him finally. And she's like, okay, but you gotta go by yourself. I'm not going. Which is so weird. Who does that? I would never in a million years send my kid off to people I haven't seen in forever. Yeah, they get there and things are super weird. And I don't even want to say anymore because it's so shocking that you're gonna like you're probably gonna like either scream at some parts or just like your jaw's gonna drop. Next is Silent Night, Deadly Night 1984. Finally watched this for the first time, and it's really old school, kind of weird, kind of cheesy, but the kills are really brutal and the story is just really dark. So just be prepared for some really sad topics. The next one is A Christmas Horror Story 2015. This one has evil spirits, zombies, and Krampus. This one makes it really unique and has an ending you won't see coming. I didn't see it coming, but oftentimes I don't really see some twists. So I just want to say that I hope you are enjoying this season, and now you have some more ideas of what scary movies you'll be enjoying this Christmas. Thank you for watching this. Please like and subscribe if you do want to see more from me. Bye bye.